Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 12/3/8. We're on that day of expression. We on that day of emotions. We're on that day of Bina. We are on that day of Saturn energy, giving us the challenges that we need to recreate how we obtain our resources, give us some discipline and some order within self. You know what I'm saying? So, praise be to the challenges. We may not always totally understand them when they're, in our face at the moment. But once we start to learn how to maneuver around them and stuff like that, it'll, we have a better appreciation for them once we gain the muscle that we're supposed to have from the challenges that came into our space just now. So thank you, challenges. Thank you, expression. Thank you, Bina. We move in gratitude. 3 is very emotional space, learning how to balance your emotions, learning how to have some sort of stability or maturity with how you feel, how you express them and communicate how you feel is heavy too, because Gemini rules over the 3rd house. This is the house of communication. Intellect, learning how to be stable as well as flexible and adaptable is heavily important here. All right. So in that 3, we're going to put it into the month of 3. This is the month of the 1s and 2s. Knowledge and wisdom makes understanding. So we got 2 3s today. So heavy emotions, probably, heavy triggers and onsets and things to invoke your emotions, to put you in a certain kind of headspace or heart space or whatever to affect your aura. Don't let it win. We're not letting it win. We're not letting it in. We're not doing that, friend. So, it's all about knowledge, wisdom, in this month, getting that intellect, exercising that intellect, and then coming to some sort of expression on that. Also, when we come into the 3s, it's like, we're kind of like wrapping up how we spent the last 11 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you learn? How did you exercise what you learned? What do you wish to stand under now? Especially as we come to the end of the fiscal year, everybody has their New Year's resolutions. And even if you don't believe in the fiscal year or whatever, because I don't understand how y'all be combating the fiscal year so bad. Y'all know that this year is not totally set up because whatever, because I know my historian's going to come up like, actually, but this year is to support the feds. The Fed is the Federal Reserve, the money. And all of y'all like money. Y'all love money. Money is y'all God. So I don't understand why y'all be coming at me about the damn fiscal year. If you know how money works, you would know why it's the new year. The hell? What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, what my nana used to say, people be so smart, they dumb. But yeah, so this is the money New Year. It's the new year for the monies. The feds do their little thing. They got their rituals. They have their gods. They have their organizations. They have their, their patterns and their retrogrades and progrades or whatever. They got their little games that they play. And if you don't like the game that they play in because you want to be in Aries energy, then do something about it. What you going to stand under about it? You done spent these last 11 months doing all this knowledge, learning how to be private, how to be sovereign, how to be tribal, genealogy. You learned about the history of America and the public school system. You learned about your spiritual self and the lives you've lived and the science and the maths behind that. You've been doing all this learning and stuff like that. What are you doing about it? What are you expressing? What are you creating with it? What are you doing besides making things in the 1s and 0s in the internet? Are you doing anything in the physical? Are you doing anything in the metaphysical about it? Are you still being selfish? Selling love spells to people? Still playing the fiscal game? Oh, all right. Let's be quiet then. Thank you. Anyway, but that's what this is all about. It's about expressing the things that we've done this past year. Like, what are you standing under now? What do you want to bring into fruition as we embark upon the next quarter? You know what I'm saying? We're wrapping up this 3rd quarter or this 4th quarter, depends on, what you want to go in nature. Then we're wrapping up the 3rd quarter. If you want to be a man-made world with the money and all the stuff and the things, we're wrapping up the 4th quarter here. All right. And as we wrap it up, either way, we're preparing ourselves for the next quarter. And what do you want to do in that quarter? What do you want to do? What are we creating? What are we standing under? What kind of energy do we want to have? The sun is about to come back out. We're getting out of the darkness. What's that look like for you? You know what I'm saying? That brings us to 6. I don't really got to explain too much more because I feel like I just went in when I did the double 3s. But 6 is equality. So you're going to get that energy back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put in, you get back. Period. That's it. You reap what you sow. So act like when you sowing, you're going to reap it. Because it's going to come back back around. Six is equality. That's Virgo energy. So now we deal with the double Gemini, and we come into Virgo. It's a Mercurian day. We love it here. It's a day of communication. It's a day of expression. You know what I'm saying? It's a day of reciprocation, getting back what you put in. So now we take that 6, we're going to put it to the year of 8. This is the year of Sebek. This is the year of building and destroying. This is the year of the celestial technicians labeling things in our space, in alignment with my yacht being 2024, the Chokmah in our cipher, and the Chokmah in our Sephirot, and our Chesed. Chokmah in our cipher, Chokmah in our Chesed. That is the wisdom in our space and the wisdom in our internal law, in our Mayat. So, we get that discernment from that. That brings us to our celestial technicians. If you notice, things have been labeled. People are being imprisoned. People are getting they shit aired out and stuff like that based upon, this person not in alignment with Mayat. That person is not lawful. This person is not righteous, etc., etc. And that's going to keep happening in this year of 8. And we're going to give birth to more things in the year of 9 in alignment to what we've been conceiving in this year of 8. All right. So keep that in mind when you guys are expressing and things like that on this day of 3. So putting that 6 into the 8 brings us to 1 and 4. Right. So now we have this knowledge of our foundation, and we was heavy on our foundation yesterday. And, these last couple days on our 4s or whatever, realizing like, we're kind of wrapping up this quarter and we're making our way to the 4th quarter. We're making our, or we are in the 4th quarter, whichever. If you into the man-made shit, then that's where we're at. If you into nature, then this is where we're at. And this is the power of you can't serve 2 masters because you want 2 different clocks. But, a lot of y'all love to serve 2 different masters. So, let's play the game then. Y'all ain't going to be putting y'all fingers at me about playing the game for giving y'all the information when y'all over there literally living it. Y'all literally over there living it. You're still standing under man-made shit. But you want to call yourself a deity. Deities don't stand under man. Fuck. Anyway. So we got the 1 and 4. Knowledge on your foundation, intellect on your foundation, taking initiative to nurture, taking initiative to, cultivate, create that cornerstone, build upon things and stuff like that. That's heavy here today. Today is a day of taking action, heavy. You know what I'm saying? Overall, today is a day of 5. Enforcement of your internal law. Maybe that's why I'm a little snippy. Some of y'all needed the snip today. I don't fucking know. But today is the day of Hera-Kahuti. This is Mars. This is Ogun energy. This is the energy of enforcing that internal law. You did all this work on this day of 3 of understanding and expressing and paying attention to the laws and the things and the orders and the cycles and the patterns and stuff that you've been under. So now it's like, enforce that shit. Like, is this something that you're willing to enforce? Are you willing to enforce the man-made shit? Are you willing to enforce the Federal Reserve, the government, the job, the this, the that? That's what you want to enforce in your space. That's what you want to enforce when you come across other humans, or you want to enforce nature. You want to, I don't want to enforce nothing out the physical. I just want to enforce like non-physical shit, just straight emotions and mindset and behavior. That's all I want to enforce. Fuck this physical world, period. It's whatever. Everybody got their place. Everybody has their own place. So I'm not judging nobody based upon what you choose to do. I'm just letting y'all know, y'all trying to serve like 3, 4 5 different masters at one time. And, y'all doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But it is neither here nor there. What are you enforcing on this energy of Hera-Kahuti? 5 also deals with Leo energy. That's the Tippereth. To get to the God, you got to go through the sun. Leo energy is ruled by the sun. Now we in our heart chakra vibe with it. We in the 5s. We're being adventurous and curious and satisfying our said curiosities. And we love it here, and we move with gratitude. Let's talk about what's astrologically, astronomically happening. We start the day off with a 4% waxing crescent moon rising at 9:35 a.m. and setting at 6:25 p.m. Tropically, in our thought process, we started the day off at a 4 degree and at 4 in Capricorn. So really like settling things in our Rushak, or on the constellations, we are in Sagittarius energy. We started the day off at a 9 degree in the Mula Nakshatra. Now the Mula Nakshatra is the 19th lunar mansion. It is associated with the Scorpio stars. People born in the Mula Nakshatra can be financially successful and lead a materially secure existence. They're into fame and prosperity. And their symbol is the reticulated roots. Their planet is Ketu. Their animal is the male dog. This is Brahma energy, to create. Element is air. The animal is the red vulture. And yeah, we love it there. And then the sunrise rose at 7:04 a.m. and set at 4:34 p.m. We started the day off with 11 degrees Sagittarius in the 4th house, and 16 degrees Scorpio constellation. So while our mindset is on that abundance and mastering that abundance, our energy exchanges is on knowledge and equality and the transformations that's happening with that. Moon and cos borealis are at minimal angle today at 3:05 a.m. The moon is 3.1 degrees south. Conjunction at 3:08 a.m. The moon is 3.1 degrees south, and notice is not visible, as both cos borealis is the star in the back of the head of the archer in the Sagittarius constellation, ruling over the thought process and the mindsets. What are you standing under today? Like, really think about it. The activity of the Sigma Hydras begin. Max activity is on the 12th of this month. They move about 3 an hour from the Hydra constellation. Comet Atlas C224 SI is the smallest distance to the Earth today at 7:57 a.m. The best visibility of Earth shine on the moon is at the end of dusk today. The moon and Albalda are in conjunction today at 10:04 p.m. The moon is 6.7 degrees south. And Venus will be entering the Capricorn constellation today at 4:35 a.m. this morning. This happened. So now we have, that heart chakra of beauty and values and things going into our root chakra, giving us, Venus rules over our values and what's important to us and our priorities and, money and stuff. And Capricorn is the challenges in those spaces that is near and dear to your Venusian spirit, to help you have some sort of grounding and discipline and order to those things as well. So moving gratitude again, that Capricorn energy is going strong on this day of 3, on this day of Bina. And so, may you really come into terms with what it is that you're choosing to stand under. And nothing you choose is going to be easy. There is no easy button for anything you choose. It's going to be challenges. Capricorn is going to be there. Like, Bina is on the way. That's a part of the triangle. For every energy, there's an equal opposite energy. You learn how to move in gratitude, because the stronger the energy you put out, the stronger the equal opposite energy is going to be. And so instead of getting emotional and internalizing and saying, oh, that's traumatic or that's toxic or da 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 da, like, change. Y'all keep using these T words. T is 2. That's emotions. Y'all attaching emotions to the challenges. That's C. That's 3. Understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, pay attention to the words that you're using, because the numbers is on the words too. And that's what I got for you today, my Cosmic Nobodies. Y'all enjoy this day of understanding. Enjoy this day of enforcing what you choose to stand under, and stand on your square on that, even when it gets hard, because it is going to get hard. Trust, I know it is going to get hard. It's going to get so hard.